back after a very long time here on YouTube. This is Sir Shafaz Khan on your screen. I hope you're doing well. Okay, guys, so I'm here with some very important information for you guys that you might need to know, or you might not know at all, or you might be too lazy to just review it because this is very, very important information. Let's make a clip on it, okay? Right, guys. So, first of all, I'm going to quickly go over the medical exams that you need to give to get into MBBS, okay? MDCAT, AKU, and NUMS being the three top most MBBS, the MD entrance exams that you actually require. But actually, the thing is that some of the private universities have started taking their own exams as well. AKU has been taking its own entrance exam since a very long time now, but Ziauddin has also started taking its own exam even this year. It conducted its own exam, so students who missed out that opportunity were unable to reapply to their Uddin. Okay, so please make sure to keep a check on all the websites of all the private medical colleges that you wish to apply to in case or as a backup. Right now, MDCAT is the medical and dental colleges admission test, right? And it is required for you to get into both MBBS as well as BDS. So if you are an aspiring MBBS student or an aspiring BDS student, you need to give the MDCAT exam generally, regardless of the province that you are in. Okay. Now, MDCAT can be conducted on two different strategies, either a provincial level exam or a national level exam. Both of them have their own pros and cons, but um, that's certain that you will have an entrance exam to give. And that is compulsory for everyone, even the students who are applying to AKU will need to clear this exam if they wish to get into AKU. This passing the exam is a requirement at AKU as well. That's that. Then comes AKU's own exams, and this is the major topic of discussion of this lecture. Okay, so AKU takes a very standardized testing method, and it uses a standardized testing method. It takes an exam, then it takes an interview. You guys might know if you've been following me for a sufficient period of time and you've gone through all of my other videos that I've made for AKU, then you guys should know what this exam would look like and what the paper pattern looks like. But if you don't know about the paper pattern and if you don't know about that stuff, so you guys can just go through my AKU past paper playlist and you'll get to know about it. Otherwise, I'll also share with you the resources from where you can, the exact site from where you can get the AKU, more insight about AKU, more information about AKU in just a couple of minutes. Then the third is NUMS exam, and NUMS exam is for those who want to get into Army medical colleges or colleges associated with Army, like CMH colleges in different provinces. Of course, the Army Medical College, AMC Rawalpindi, is the one that you have to give the NUMS exam to get into if you are applying as a civilian. For cadets, it's a different route that we're not discussing in this video. Now, what syllabus do you have to follow if you want to give any of these three exams? Okay, so a common syllabus that needs to be followed for all three of them, that you need to cover, that you need to give, that you need to get done with, that you need to have a control over at all costs, regardless of the type of exam that you have to appear for, regardless of the province you are at, is the Punjab board. Okay. And in addition to that, the federal board, Islamabad board. Now, the good news about this is that the physics books for both the boards are exactly identical, meaning the Punjab board books are used for in Islamabad as well, so you don't have to worry about that. But for Chem and Physics, Chem and Bio, sorry, you'll have to refer to both the textbooks, okay? But obviously, if you're applying for AKU and you only stick to Punjab board, that's also going to help you clear the exam. It's absolutely fine. It's not going to make a significant change or difference because AKU mainly follows the Punjab board. Okay. So paper pattern of AKU 2023 exam that the students just give, and you guys know that it got reconducted because a paper was repeated exactly as the paper that I solved on my in the same YouTube channel on 2012 paper. So because of that, AQ was forced to retake the exam. So the paper pattern, I'll go over this in just a moment. Okay, the resources are the same Punjab board and federal board, and practice material includes any Q bank, any question bank that is based on Punjab board or federal board. That's the number one thing to keep in mind while looking for MCQs, because you'll find thousands and thousands of MCQs all over the internet about one thing or the other, but it's very difficult to find out MCQs that you require for your preparation. So let me clarify this for you, that the concept is to test you over the same over the books, okay, over Punjab and Federal. So any Q bank that tests these two books will be sufficient. But let me list down a bunch of resources that I've been using or been referring to over the past, and I'm giving them off, giving this information for free because you guys deserve it. Okay, you guys are here, and this is already free info. Free info. Most of it is free actually, because some of this might be paid as well. But anyways, let's go over the material one by one. The practice material that you need to get is, first of all, you need to keep this question bank based on Punjab board. You need to get the past papers of AKU, the recreated ones, especially the ones. Well, let me tell you something. The recreated past papers are already shared onto my Facebook group. Facebook group. Okay, AKU Prep with Shafat Khan is the name of that group. You guys can join that group. Okay, over Facebook, and you guys can find all the recreated past papers in PDF form over there. Those of you who've been texting me over Instagram for the PDF, you guys can just go there and get it from there. Okay. Secondly, the 2012, the actual AQ paper, not the recreated one, the actual one is on YouTube already on AQ past paper playlist. So you guys can go and refer to that for practice. Then there is a website called premedical.pk by Medangle. You guys can refer to that as well because it has a bunch of questions as well for chem, bio, and physics. Okay, I don't think they have enough questions for math. They don't actually have math in there, but they do have these three subjects, and that's free actually, so you guys can actually make use of it. And plus it has explanations with it. Every single answer has its own explanation, so I really like that. You guys can refer to that, premedical.pk by Medangle. Okay, that's free, not the pre-med. The pre-med.pk is a paid platform, and it's also quite similar to this one. So you guys, if you want, you can refer to that, but obviously if you're doing this, you don't need any other. Then wisegot.com is a very helpful website. Wisegot, WISEGOT, Wisegot. Wisegot.com has a bunch of, in fact, a lot of practice stuff, a lot of material. But it's the problem is with that website is that it actually has a lot of stuff compiled from from places which you don't even need, like all over Pakistan. So just you'll need to do a bit of homework while going through it and finding resources. Then Thalim 360 is a similar website. Archaeology is another similar website. Then apart from that, if you need free lectures of MDCAT on chem, bio, and physics, then you guys can refer to sabak.pk, which I found as one of the most helpful and beneficial um, platform so far, because it has a lot of videos on almost all the subjects. Then, or you can refer to Indian YouTube channels. Okay, the Indian people who are teaching their boards of the same level, the NEET and stuff like that. So you guys can refer to your chem biophysics lectures from there as well. Okay. Apart from that, if you are from Inter, it's very important for you to practice the red spot practice questions. Even if you are from A levels, it makes no difference because you probably have forgotten everything you've done in AS, right? So you've already done it because you just studied just for the sake of passing the exam. You didn't study to learn it or retain it for a long period of time. So you also need to get done with red spot. Okay, red spot 1000 MCQs topical past papers. You need to get done with all three books, chem, bio, and physics. Okay, otherwise your chance of passing it is not even there. Trust me, you need to pass your exam, and if you want to do that, you need to get done with the red spot past papers. Now coming to the reasoning resources. Now reasoning has two sections, math and science in AKU. So science reasoning does not need a separate preparation because it's pretty a mixture of all four sections. Rather, the math reasoning is required. It needs immense practice. And let me tell you something. The math reasoning and science reasoning section combined is called the reasoning section, and it needs to be passed separately. And the sciences section has to be passed separately. And both the sections have to be passed independently for the overall test to be passed. So even if you score 100% on the sciences section, section on chem, bio, and physics, but you fail by 1% on the reasoning section, you would fail the exam. Okay, versus the person who just passed both the sections by just 1%, they'll be considered pass. So please make sure to practice on your math, okay? Because the math is pathetic. Trust me. Math for most of the students who I have come across, or most of the students who talk to me, the math is very, very weak. So you need to actually polish your skills in math, especially. So here are a bunch of resources that I've compiled, and you guys should do them right now if you want any chances of success. Okay? Um, Wait, what happened to the video? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Actually, my camera was a bit lagging. Yeah. So the resources of math reasoning. These include SAT 1 math, the non-calculator section math that you need to do without a calculator. No calculators are allowed even on math or physics. Okay. Or chem or bio. Nowhere in none of these exams is a calculator allowed. So make sure to do those tiny calculations on your own now. Okay. Not to use a calculator for adding a two with two. Make sure to do that on your in your head now. You've grown up. What are you doing? Okay, so the SAT 1 math resources include Barron's, Princeton, Khan Academy. Barron's and Princeton's are two textbooks. Okay, there's one textbook that I use personally with my students. I'm not sharing that. Okay, I'm gonna keep that a secret. But the ones that are very helpful, I'm sharing those. These include Barron's, Princeton, and yeah, these are the two PDFs you guys can use. Otherwise, you can also refer to College Panda. But College Panda might have questions from SAT too, so make sure not to do those. Then apart from that, you need lectures. If you find yourself stuck somewhere, you can refer to Khan Academy for a bunch of lectures, but it doesn't have all the lectures. And then SAT 1 non-calculator sections have to be done. Okay. Or apart from that, if my math reasoning course has been a very popular one over the past, with almost like 100 copies of recorded lectures sold just in 2 months last year. So you guys can actually come and join my SFK Academy course as well, and buy that recorded course of math reasoning if you want to get a good decent score over math reasoning, or if you think that your math is weak. Next, yeah, I want to show you the AKU resources, right? So let's hop onto the screen and let's see where we can find them. Just a second. Okay, so this is AKU's website. Okay, I hope you guys are familiar with the website. And अगर नहीं हो familiar, guys, so seriously, are you even applying for this university? If you've not even gone through the website even once, by now you should have gone through this website at least 10 times. Okay, and you should know every single word on this website, regardless of whether you are applying or not. You should know it. Okay, anyways, now this is the website AKU, and you need to go to the admissions page. All right, this is the admissions page and the undergraduate program. Let me just walk you through it. Otherwise you might find yourself stuck in here as well, because I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys don't waste your time, please, on stuff. This is your final year. This is your year in which you have to make an impact. You have to make the decision of getting into MBBS or leaving it forever. You guys should be aware of all of these important university websites. And I'm not joking. This is very important. On your interview, inshallah, if you clear the exam, on your interview, you will have a bunch of questions from us from this website only. That's why this is a very important website. Okay. Now coming down over here, this tab over here, the related information tab. This is super important. Okay. This is super important. It has all the stuff that you need for AKU. But let's just look at it. The admissions information, you can read through it in your free time. I'm not gonna open it. This is the fee structure, not opening it. These are the key admission dates. You guys might find some important stuff here, but I'm more interested in the sample test paper. This is how the sample test paper looks like. All right, you'll be given 2 hours for your exam, but this may change. Okay, this was a paper for 2023, not for 2024. It's 2024 now. All right, and these were the questions. 100 questions in total from all 5 sections. And remember, the science and math reasoning has to be passed independently as compared to the sciences section. Okay, both of them have to be passed independently. Otherwise, you'll be marked fail. And this is a sample question that AKU has on their website since the beginning. In fact, I've never seen the sample paper changed except for these number of questions. But you can see the biology questions would look like these. The chem questions look like these. Bio questions look like these, and then physics and a bunch of science reasoning questions and a bunch of math reasoning questions. You guys can go through them and then perhaps practice them as well. Okay, obviously that goes without saying. If you are actually serious about getting into AKU, so yeah, that's the test date. And then curriculum is the more important stuff. These are the 3 sections which have a syllabus, but the reasoning section does not have a syllabus. So that's why value the stuff that I'm giving based on my personal experience of the test and my personal experience of teaching hundreds of students after giving my own exam. Because I've seen these questions being repeated from various topics. So the stuff that I have mentioned is the stuff which will be tested on your math reasoning section. Make sure to do that nicely, okay? Then you've got biology, chem, and physics. So you just can download your syllabus from in here. Okay, for example, this one is the biology syllabus. Just refer to it. Just a second, it's opening up. And here you go. You've got all the different pointers that you need to cover from your books if you get time. Obviously, you need to make time. You won't get time out of your busy schedule playing video games. Okay, so just make sure to get done with all of these. Okay, the curriculum should be done point by point, letter by letter from the textbooks, both Punjab as well as Islamabad. But the minimum is Punjab, at least Punjab. Okay, and a bunch of FAQs and financial stuff and everything. If you want to know about it, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have questions, feel free to post them down in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Apart from that, I'll now be making regular videos like this one for you guys throughout the year so that you guys can get into your medical exam and you guys can pursue your career. So make sure to go and subscribe the channel. Okay, do not leave it this way and share it with a bunch of friends as well who are wandering around trying to find their way and not even getting enrolled into a program or getting guidance or approaching me or reaching out to some smarter friends. No, they're lazy. So please have some pity on them and share this video with them as well. Okay, so that they can also get into their dream medical college. Okay, guys, I'll sign out now. Take care, work hard, and do your best. Otherwise, don't talk to me. I'm serious.